right. Right. So apparently I need to keep all the electronics perfectly still. As Jake O'Brien, right side, back to the left. Welcome back, Adam Jiricek. His first of the season, put on a Tish, who got the high stick. Jiricek down the wall. O'Brien to the top, kept alive by Banach. Van Acker's out of the box. Bulldogs to the power play. O'Brien twirls high to the top of the slot. Backside, Banach waits, turns to the front. Puck is loose. Jiricek slams it. Won't go. They score! Adam Banach! 3.
Bulldog lead with 5:12 to go in the first period, and Adam Jiricek gets a shot. They score, but Bowen was knocked down, and no question the Steelheads are going to contest it.
McHugh, nicely done to shorten up the stick and fake it. Cuts around the back of the net, emerges on the right side. McHugh just keeps on going. All the way out to the left. He's wearing 21. He's doing the Peter Forsberg tour. Lane Gallagher, low on the left, out front for McHugh. Saved by Bowen. Rebound, Jiricek scores! I don't know how to say bar down in Czech, but that's what he did. Well, you better start working on that.
Settled in now, nearing the midway point of the period.
Jiricek gets around one opponent there. That was Pickle. And now looking at center in front of the net, scores. Little tic-tac-toe play to the front of the net. Sam McHugh, the
OHL
finish.
club, including an OHL championship back in Peterborough, and here he's able to capitalize. Jiricek able to fend off a check, gets to the other side of the rink, and there's the player at the corner of the crease as McHugh.
Up top, Jiricek feeds to O'Brien. Off the stick of Pickle, shot, scores! Adam Jiricek scores on the power play in the Brantford.
Couldn't really control it. Jiricek did, and it was in the back of the net. Watch right there. There's the stick, but then Pickle not able to corral it. Jiricek does with that right.
Point Jiricek. O'Brien. Banach waits on the far side. Bank back for Jiricek, and here is Banach. Looks down low. Malhotra, Banach, Malhotra, Jiricek, and across for O'Brien. Tic-tac-toe, and add another one before the shot.
O'Brien approaches in the circle. Pulls up to the top of the slot. Backside, Jiricek got underneath it. O'Brien couldn't settle that down inside the blue line. 13 seconds left in the power play. O'Brien approaches the line again. Gets over to Banach. 34 seconds in the period. Banach scores! That's a bullet! Jiricek's drive. That deflected wide of the net. O'Brien. Banach, save, rebound, into skates, they score! Adam Jiricek! 6'3" guy disguises his approach, but he sure did.
You see Banach with almost got a second opportunity. That puck just laid red.
Locking up with him is Barnes. Puck comes up. Jiricek back over Van Acker. Jiricek again. Now O'Brien. Working just inside the line. Banach, a shot, tip, they score. Jiricek. O'Brien into the circle. Turns around, finds Jiricek. Center point, shot pushed wide. The shot passes, tipped home. A beauty. Malhotra finishes it off. Jiricek found the stick. It's a power play goal to make it 4-1.
Across from Owen Griffin's a bit too high for him to handle.
Gallagher across the Oshawa line, looks back to the point to Protz. Rips it across for Jiricek. His long shot into the bodies in front. Testa will find it, spins and fire. Rebound, and they score! It's Merrick Van Acker. Banach down low. Malhotra looks out front for Jiricek. It's deflected. He gets to it, though. Opens up ice to feed to O'Brien. Takes the middle. Across for Jiricek. Scores! All control and movement for 58 seconds by the Bulldogs power play.
And you'll see him here. Actually passes the puck and trades places.
Switches
really with O'Brien. And then one times it.
It's a great move by Jiricek there as he tucked.
Plays it to O'Brien at the top of the circle. Crosses up with Jiricek. Malhotra below the goal line, right side. Back onto Banach, trying to work a little space. Banach whipped it out front, just wouldn't sit for Van Acker. Jiricek all the way to the line. Fakes, plays on to Banach on the right. Banach to the top. Jiricek, slap pass, backdoor Malhotra. Slides away from one, out front Van Acker. They score! Caleb Malhotra, slick hands down below the... For Cooper Dennis to the top. Adam Jiricek, backside. Dennis Rocket scores! Adam Jiricek set it on the tee.
In this second period on the power play with 4 seconds left to go.
To Caleb Malhotra off the right side. Rink wide is O'Brien. Adam Jiricek from the top. Banach in the right circle, scores! Adam Banach let it go. Merrick Van Acker got a touch on it at the front of the net. Strong side is the right side. Adam Banach. Out high, Adam Jiricek. Jiricek along the line. Banach back to Jiricek, over to O'Brien, left circle, low to Van Acker, plays it out high, Banach, Jiricek scores! Oh, beautiful puck movement for the Bulldogs. Bolton trying to get away from a body, tossed it off the leg of Holmes. Testa leaving it off on the right side, Jiricek into a little bit of space on his backhand, he scores! Adam Jiricek dances to the front of the net and tucks it underneath the bar. It's a 5-3 Bulldogs lead.
Clear they can't get it out over the line, and so Brantford will continue with the pressure a little over 30 seconds into this period. They score! Jiricek shot made it all the way through. 2-0 Bulldogs on the power.
Being outshot 7-1 by the Sting, and when these teams way back October 24th in Sarnia, the Sting outshot the Bulldogs 39-23 in that game.
Cooper Dennis directing it to the end wall. Brotz and Lamons were stacked up as Jiricek hops up, feeds it back door, and Caleb Malhotra taps it in. That is the danger of Adam Jiricek. Note who got what. Puck sent up to the line. Banach kept it alive on the right. Middle of the line is Adam Jiricek, feeding left. Jake O'Brien handling it down into the circle. O'Brien trying to toss it out front. That'll get deflected back. Jiricek, low, Van Acker, backdoor Malhotra, tic-tac goal. 6-1 Bulldogs as Merrick Van Acker.
Another scrambled draw and the Bulldogs take over. Jiricek over to Banach. He fumbled that pass and Fibiger can't clear. Jiricek, O'Brien scores! Jake O'Brien ties it on the power play.
And the Steelheads and Jakob Fibiger had that puck on his stick with a chance to clear, but it was kept alive at the blue line, and then just a perfect pass over.
Couldn't tuck it inside the 4x6. Brotz indirect. Soft touch from Dennis. To the end wall, Bilecki. Met by Malhotra and Luchenko. Malhotra for Dennis, save, rebound, onto the puck. Jiricek scores! O'Brien handles from the top. Working on to the left side. Out front, Van Acker, couple whacks at it. Minchuk slides across, kicks it out the crease. Right to the blue line. Jiricek collects it on the right, deflected. Van Acker scores! Oh, what a nifty deflection. Play. Malhotra onto O'Brien with speed. Backside, Banach, it just wasn't where he wanted it. Puck to the top, Jiricek. Through the crowd, O'Brien. That time it is. Great stop by Minchuk. Puck back to O'Brien. He snuck it through. Great reload by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Bulldogs doing a great job moving this puck east to west here and getting it over to Banach, who gets a chance. Rebound comes out, comes back out to the point. Over to O'Brien. He just hammers that right past Minchuk.
Power play expiring as Banach out front, and Jiricek scores. McIver made the great stop first time. Adam Jiricek.
Jiricek for Nestrashil. That shot by Banach is blocked. Nestrashil back for Jiricek. For Nestrashil. Shoot, scores! No shots for Denmark on that power play officially. As Novotny winds in, Novotny shoots, build a save, rebound, score! Jiricek puts it home, and the Czechs have restored their 2-goal lead. Let's poke away by Kimaharju. Played back across by Sikora. Takes a whack there from Tuba. Goals we've seen in this tournament. who has done everything but score a goal so far in this tournament. He's been all over it.
He's going to get one tonight.
Played back across, hard shot, score! Jiricek on the power play! And this time it's a blast from distance, and it's 2-1 Czechia.
He's way wide as Nestershil walks across. Look at Jiricek. He's almost at the edge of the circle. And usually when the puck is passed this far, the goaltender can get to the post, but when you hit it this hard, it's along the ice.
Is that shot by Plzen was knocked down by Kirsch. Better chance, score! It's Jiricek from the angle, and the Czechs have grabbed the lead.
Jiricek, who's got the big shot, jumps on a rebound, crazy carry. Kirsch is slow to spot it. He doesn't know where the puck is. Kirsch is not even working to get back to the net, and Jiricek slips down from his point position. Jumps on a loose puck, and what? Kirsch's body language here. No idea where the puck is. None whatsoever.
He's got it back up by Jiricek, plays it deep for Sikora. Benak. Nestrashil plays that back, Bibiger, back across. Jiricek shoots, scores! Adam Jiricek gets his 5th of the tournament, and with 2:24 to go, the Czechs are down 2.
Okay. Step one. You got to get one. You got to get one pretty early. They have the early goalie pull.
Culty with that 6'8" frame. Rob Sokolowski. Jiricek spins off the checking. Look at him go. Gets home. Scores. Beautiful play by the Bulldogs, and they lead it 2-0. To the line, high slot area. Here's another move. Shot off the blocker. Medvedev, another shot from a point blank range. They shoot. They score. And another goal by the Brantford Bulldogs. And who else? Jiricek. And he has his Dogs up by 3.
Not the case. Jiricek in between the dots, shoots and scores. Gets by Greentree at the point, finds the corner, and the Bulldogs have the lead for the first time.
An excellent shot by Jiricek, his 12th of the season. As you mentioned, it just gets by Greentree and then has room to take a couple strides, and it goes blocker side on an outstretch.
30 seconds left in the Greentree penalty. Malhotra sends it back. They're just toying with the Spitfires here on the power play, and Jiricek will slam it home finally to make it 7-3. Third power play goal of the afternoon, and Jiricek second of the game. Comes on the PP, and the Spitfires are down by 4.
Well, the top-ranked power play coming into this game is now cashed in again. It's Jiricek, the St. Louis Pro.
Knock will get onto it. Tosses the backhand. Came off Van Acker's leg and wide of the net. Adam Jiricek stepped down. Finds Paquette. Save. Block. Tossed it into the open goal.
All they could do is ice the puck against this powerful Brantford squad, and we'll have an offensive zone face-off in Niagara zone. 5:46 to go in the third. Back they go and they score. Sorry, it wasn't icing, and right back down the other end, it was Cooper Dennis who scored.
5-on-3. O'Brien slows and settles. O'Brien with Van Acker going net front. Malhotra out to the top. Malhotra to the top of the slot, navigates it on to Jiricek. Head fake, drops it back to Jet Luchenko, navigates high middle. O'Brien settles it down. O'Brien working to the circle, now to Jiricek. Back to O'Brien, open goal, they score! 7th. Luchenko lurking. Low is Van Acker, net by Hanser. Van Acker pulled it behind himself to keep possession. Out high, Jiricek. 2 Colts followed. Backside, Van Acker scores! Van Acker popped it to himself at the middle of the... Luchenko gets the draw. Jiricek over to O'Brien on the left side. O'Brien approaches, steps to the slot, scores! Toss him if you got him! O'Brien snapped it, and you'll see it right there. Off Malhotra and in. Backside, Jiricek. He'll settle. Over to Adam Jiricek off the right to the left for O'Brien. Middle of the line, Jiricek is there. For O'Brien again. O'Brien looking for his option. It's the shot, and he scores. Jake O'Brien sizzles it through Trent. Tried it backside. Tristan DeLille got his stick in the way. O'Brien on to Jiricek. Settles it off the left. Jiricek will wait.
I saw Paquette down on the ice in some discomfort. Didn't see the play just prior to that.
O'Brien drives and scores. His second of the night. O'Brien navigating through traffic. Right side, Luchenko across the rink. Jiricek has the look from the left side, walking middle. Jiricek with the fake, guides it to O'Brien, who pulls around deck to open space on the backhand. Malholtra's there and scores.
Here's Jiricek at the point again. Drops this one back to O'Brien. O'Brien fires, shot, scores. There was traffic in front of Hrebic, and O'Brien takes advantage, and it's now 2-0 Brantford.
Puck comes around the near boards, just inside the blue line. Into the circle, across, shot coming, right down, the puck is in the net, they score. Rise down, nets off, goal's gonna count for now. Anyhow, it's a 1-1 hockey game.
He's too young to have an Eddie Belfour-inspired mask, isn't he? Adam Jiricek from the middle of the blue line, backside to Caleb Malholtra. That is a real student of the game. Malholtra, backdoor, Jiricek scores!
For this power play for the Bulldogs.
Malholtra, O'Brien, Banach, Van Acker, and Jiricek. Jiricek at the right point for Banach, quickly onto O'Brien. Space to walk into. O'Brien, backdoor, scores! Jake O'Brien, off a man in front. Ultra across, O'Brien, save, rebound. There's going to be a 5-on-3. Adam Jiricek will race on. Banach out high, backside, Jiricek off his skate, scores! Adam Jiricek! And the power play will continue.
Here's Banach on the wing, near side Van Acker, but that handcuffed him. Puck goes behind the net, wrap around, stop, Jiricek up the middle, shot, scores!
Good work down low. They try to wrap around there. The big stop by Hrebic, but Jiricek's going to get that puck right in the slot area as the Colts try to knock it out and goes right to Jiricek.
Near side, here's Banach. Banach to O'Brien. O'Brien, nice little move there. In front, diving across with Von Richter. Shot, scores! Jiricek with his second of the night. He came flying in up the middle, and this game's tied at 3.
Makes an impact, and again, watch O'Brien trying to get this puck across, and hands are trying to get it out.
Nice, good setup by the Bulldogs in the offensive zone, but a nice shot here by Protz as he's going to get this puck back nice and low so it can be deflected, and Banach gets a stick on it, and the flyby.
Jiricek was signaling one-timer, passes to Banach, backdoor, scores! Caleb Malholtra on the power play.
Watch Bride take him out of the play here on the half wall. And O'Brien goes to the D-man, and this goes off Bronson Ride's leg inside the crease.
To the point and goal. Jiricek makes a move. Nice pass, Charlie Paquette, but what a pass by Jiricek.
And making that pass from the middle of the slot basically freezes Paulo Frasca completely. There's no way.
Barnes met by O'Brien on the end wall. That'll free the puck up to Van Acker. Now Banach feeds on to Jiricek, flying in, scores! Merrick Van Acker, net front with the tip. It's 45 on the season for the Delhi, Ontario. Through his Bulldogs career.
Yeah, simple hockey here. Bulldogs get the pucks in deep. O'Brien creates the turnover, and it's Van Acker to Banach, and then you're going to see Van Acker just drifting in front, deflecting that shot of Jiricek. So
Blake Barnes caught down in the offensive zone. Jiricek backside O'Brien. Jiricek scores! Adam Jiricek, his 18th of the season.
Jiricek's going to be the player who picks it off. You can see here the flip comes, Jiricek picks it off, and then he's the one who finishes it. Back and forth.
And we'll run it down to the left wing corner. Jiricek. Oh, scraped out along the wall, and it's Jake O'Brien who's going to beat Wang to the puck. O'Brien around the back, turns, scores! Back on to Dennis. Feeding it out to the right side, Adam Banach. Down low, Caleb Malhotra into the middle of the circle. Backside, Jiricek scores!
Wow.
Adam Jiricek, what a rocket! His 19th of the season. The Bulldogs have a 1-0 lead.
Been here by the Bulldogs, puck movement. They get that puck over to Dennis, far side, and then Jiricek kind of hangs into the weeds on the left side with the right shot.
Probably don't have in this league if not for the rule change. O'Brien right, save made by Lisson.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and it's probably one of the only reasons why he was in the 15th, went in the 15th round.
Banach from his belly, tosses it front, they score!
Behind him. And good work to get it over on that side. They score! Jiricek lets one fly.
Adam Jiricek, his first to the playoffs. He goes high over Frasca.
Still hanging onto the puck, and then Coughlin again failing to get it out of the zone. That's one of the biggest concerns of the Wolves, and it cost them a goal right there as they score on the power play to make it 2-0.
It's Caleb Malhotra doing it once again. He was named OHL Rookie of the Week for the first week.
Jiricek to Malhotra. Malhotra will pick that one up too. In the slot, they score a power play goal. Adam Jiricek, who started the game off with a goal, makes it 3-3. Once makes that 4-3. Force little give and go. Malhotra into the corner. Round to this side they'll go. Back to Jiricek. Jiricek to Malhotra. Caleb Malhotra with a shot scores. And we're all tied up 4-4, and they still have another power play to go.
You could just feel it coming in Caleb Malhotra. That is why he's so high on NHL draft.
That he will corral and clear it in for Malhotra. Shot, swing and a miss at the side of the net. And Frasca. And they score another one on the power play. And all of a sudden, what was a hopeful second period, power play goals back to back. And look at Paulo Frasca just slapped out on the ice.
Caleb Malhotra around the back. Merrick Van Acker on to Adam Banach. Banach trying to spin away from Bronson Ride. Jiricek steps down to the circle. O'Brien backside. Loose puck scores! Caleb Malhotra! He just pinned.
In the first period, just based on the way the Bulldogs played, but this is a really structured, well-organized battalion team.
Adam Jiricek from the blue line away from Cronin. Catches again and scores! Adam Jiricek. Rots skate the stick. Backdoor Van Acker. Couldn't get it on the first touch and allowed McIver across. Jiricek from the right corner onto Banach. Right along the goal line. Fed it up front. Scores. Luca Testa. Or was it? This may have been off a battalion defender again. Van Acker's pass picked up by Parker Vaughn. Save made by Leenders. Adam Jiricek collects it wide. Merrick Van Acker over the line. Van Acker below the goal line on the left. Chipped it out front. O'Brien scores. Bulldogs do get possession of that one as Van Acker tries to wrap around. Guided away from Lisson's goal. Brats onto Jiricek. Right point. Ran out of space. Found it again. Bouncing puck in front. They score. Adam Jiricek guides it into the pile. And the bouncing puck lands for Merrick Van Acker. Jake O'Brien arrives on the scene. O'Brien twirls it to the circle. Out high. Jiricek drives and scores.
Change. First Testa gets a hard on this puck on Bronson Ride. You're going to see 44 coming in to pick up this puck. Twirls back. Paquette, that little touch pass that you said, Reed. And boom, 4-0.
Kyber behind the net. He rattles it off the glass. Got it to the half boards where O'Brien cut it off. O'Brien, here's Jiricek. Near side. Banach scores!
Banach, as he's telescoping backwards, he's a left-handed shot, and he's just going to telescope, wait and wait. Where does he go? He goes far right side on McIver.
Back to Jiricek. Hard pass across to Protz. Sends it in deep. Down low, O'Brien with a pass in front to Jiricek. He scores!
It's his 13th point of the playoffs right now. His 5th goal. And that's O'Brien. Look at that nice sift pass on his backhand. And Jiricek activates himself.
Throwing a hip check behind the goal. Jiricek pinching in. Into the slot for Holmes. He was checked, gets it back again, takes a shot, hit the goalpost. It's in behind, and they have scored.
Jiricek walks on. His drive blocked by Zabeski. That was brave. Zabeski slow to get back to his feet, but he's feeling it and playing through it. Jiricek to the line. O'Brien brings it down left circle, waits, looks, scores! Jake O'Brien tossed it net front. Caleb Maholtra tipped stick. It just popped up off a rut.
Yeah, just bouncing puck.
O'Brien again, down the middle of the ice to the right circle, fires, scores! The captain! Jake O'Brien coming through in a big moment for the Bulldogs. Puck scattered around the back of the net, one off by Banach for O'Brien. Fanned on the shot, back for Jiricek's drive, scores! Adam Jiricek with a rocket.
For the Bulldogs, we were just saying a moment ago they needed something, even just a strong offensive zone shift. They lose the draw, but they recover. Broken play, shot through a crowd. Horebic doesn't see it. 3-2 game.
Right side, Banach. Jiricek drive, just missed wide. Banach again off the right side. Feeds Jiricek back to Banach, who walks on. Low to Caleb Maholtra. Tried the sharp one. Banach to Jiricek, scores! They do get one.
Jiricek knocked it down, sends it down ice for Van Acker. Banach comes off the boards, waits, fires, shot, scores. What a bullet from Banach, picked off that far corner. And now it's a 2-0 Hawk.
What a game Dennis has had here tonight.
Here's Jiricek again, goes to Banach. Jiricek, Banach, high slot. Malhotra with that empty net. And he's going to bury it. That extends the Bulldogs' lead. Some great passing as it's now 6-1.
Van Acker kept the puck alive. Has it around back of the net. Dropping it off to Maholtra. Maholtra buying a little time for O'Brien. Van Acker was drilled behind the net. O'Brien takes the puck away from Aitchison. Banach to the top. Jiricek, backside O'Brien. Van Acker scores! The Delhi
Head.
Back onto the puck is Owen Protz, and now the Bulldogs have to have a response. Adam Jiricek flipping it forward. He's got Caleb Maholtra on the right wing side. To the middle of the ice. Protz steps down. Puck deflects backdoor. Scores! It's Caleb Maholtra again!